is busy having a chuckle about something on the vehicle. Maybe go to put it, you know. It's really lovely just to come and relax with them. I think it was the night when Peter and Herman went on the first night drive. The lion activity that night was something else, and you know, these guys were out in the middle of all the action, and I was standing at the spot where Patrick and I are staying, and it was just a cacophony of sound, the most awe-inspiring, roaring noises, activity. It was really, really incredible. I remember I had a cup of tea in my hand standing on the patio with the hairs on the back of my neck standing up at all the ferocity and the intensity with which everybody was communicating, all the different prides, sort of with their own agendas. It was really, really fantastic. I'm sure you guys all already know female lions also roar. Yeah, Jim from Cincinnati's got a really good question. Why do these guys perhaps have a little bit of a reduced sort of success ratio? Well, first and foremost is that lions are pride animals. They succeed best when they are in groups because they do cooperative hunting and so forth. So for this female to sort of have to hunt on her own is an extremely energy consuming task. I think any of the sort of natural ecosystems such as these that exist are all about energy consumption, energy saving, and this lady's doing extremely well being on her own. First of all, she's got no backup, so if anything happens and she gets confronted by other sort of more dominant or dangerous prides such as the Mapojos, then she doesn't stand a very good chance. She'd probably have to run for it to make sure that she got away in time. You know, hunting is definitely not easy on your own. It's always better if you've got your sisters to back you up. So she's kind of on her own. And of course this little cub, you know, as Peter was saying, it's only about 10 months old, and that's not really very long in the bigger scheme of a lion's lifespan. And it's a very harsh environment out here in the bush. You know, nature is incredible, but that doesn't mean that she's always kind. And there are many, many trials and tribulations that they'll have to face here together. I must say, looking at these two, I do wonder what's going to become of her. Will she be able to band up with another group of fellow lionesses with a male that will accept her? You know, this little cub's got a long way to go still before he's able to be independent, and Mum's still teaching him all sorts of things. Obviously, you know, how to hunt being priority number one, so that he can fend for himself. It's definitely not easy. It's very tough out here, and I'm sure that she takes every opportunity that she can possibly get to make sure that she's got good food coming in, not only for her but also for her little cub. I'm sure that whole event when she lost the other two must have been extremely traumatic, and the rest of her pride as well. Wow, but she's really beautiful, isn't she? But that cub is so sweet. He just doesn't care about anything. He's having his rest, and that's all that he's worried about. And I think that's a jolly sensible plan. If I was the lion, I'd probably be doing exactly the same thing. Hi Sandy, I'm taking a closer look at that cub now, just to try and see exactly what kind of state he's in. He is perhaps looking a little bit on the skinny side. Hey, you know, life's tough for these guys out there, really it is. It's all about food, man. It's all about survival, and they've had a I mean, he's had a heck of a rough start in his first 10 months of life. I mean, it's truly amazing that she's been such an incredible mum and actually brought him to this point in one piece. I see what you're saying is, I don't know, you see, actually we'll wait for him to stand up if he stands up before we go any further, because it'll give us a chance to really get a look at him, really get a good look at his condition, have a look at his little eyes, make sure that they're bright and there's no sort of weeping, check out those bones, check that they're not jutting out and that his little ribs aren't sticking out. We'll definitely have to check it out. Look at Mum, she's staring intently at the lodge.
Can we go a little bit forward, huh?
Sure.
Have a look at what she might be looking at. I mean, it might be people at the lodge, but I also heard a monkey or two calling just now.
Excellent.
So we can see there.
Wunderbar. Let's go a little bit closer to her without making them feel like they're being squished in.
Yeah, that's cool, huh? That's perfect.
Hippos having a bit of an ear flick, keeping a sharp eye on those two. The lodge is looking beautiful. Big herd of Anyala on the other side of the dam. I wonder if that's what she's watching so intently. Nah, she's just got her eyes closed. She's now dozing. Guys, I promise I'm going to keep a sharp eye on this little one, and we'll get a good assessment of his overall condition. Might be looking a tad scrawny. Just don't know if that's the way that you're lying. Gosh, Sandy Cat is very, very beautiful. Hey, you've had a bit of a rough time, girl. Shame, sweetheart. Something interesting as well with regards to lions is that unfortunately they are quite susceptible to sort of, there's, disease has a purpose in nature, but it's not always pleasant. And
Jesse, we can, in the next minute or so we need to pull out.
Okay, can I reverse now? Just
Yeah.
do that gently.
Let's get away from Kay.
Hello. Hello, special people.
Right, yeah. Come back a bit later, maybe there's other vehicles coming in.
That's great. Let's get space between the two here.
That'll be nice. Swing it. Just in here. She's waving.
She's doing
Oh,
wave.
she doesn't have a camera.
Wave, 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 she says, Pete.
Alright. Cool.
Lekker.
Yeah.